We can't talk about space and alt-rock without mentioning the Foo Fighters. And we should start from the beginning for this one. In early 1947, a rancher was out for a ride on his horse when he found some strange metal debris scattered all over one of his pastures. And within hours, personnel at the nearby army base at Roswell, New Mexico were all involved, and they were crawling all over the pasture looking at this debris. The next morning, the local paper reported on a press release issued by the base. Apparently, the army had captured a flying saucer that had crashed out in the desert. There were also stories that a number of alien bodies had been recovered. The next day, though, the military reversed their position, issuing a new press release saying that nothing to worry about. The debris was nothing more than a weather balloon. Few true believers buy this story, even after the government issued a so-called definitive report on the incident in July of 1997. Apparently, we had it wrong the entire time, and there were no alien bodies. We were just getting confused with a very ordinary plane crash in the late 1940s. Or, and this came out over the last couple of years, maybe it was some kind of Soviet plot involving some surgically altered bodies designed to scare and confuse the Americans in the years after World War II. The Roswell story just won't die. There are witnesses who won't change their story, including the guy who ran the local funeral parlor, the man who allegedly supplied the coffins for these bodies. And what about that film of the alien autopsy? There were people who say that that film is absolutely genuine, including a retired colonel. And hey, what is the CIA and the NSA hiding at Area 51 in Nevada? Okay, you're probably wondering what all this has to do with the Foo Fighters. Well, if you check out any Foo Fighters release, you'll see that the name of Dave Grohl's record label is Roswell Records. The first Foos album, featured a very suspicious-looking ray gun on the cover. And then there's the name Foo Fighters. We go back to the end of World War II. The U.S. Air Force had special squadrons patrolling the skies over Germany, and every once in a while they would run into a strange aerial phenomenon over Alsace-Lorraine and the Rhine Valley. Some people thought they were flying saucers. Others believed that these highly maneuverable balls of light were a new type of German weapon. The pilots in this squadron became known as Foo Fighters, after the French word feu, which means fire. Pilots who reported encounters with Foos were naturally ridiculed by their fellow pilots and their commanding officers. But still, there was quite a bit of concern about what was going on up there. That's why the story of the Foo Fighters was declared a top secret for a while.